whisper, come spy you. They told their lives without faith.
What kind of spirit do we have now? What kind of spirit have we picked up, brothers and sisters, that we can go in the house of God? We can get out of the bed with a person that's not our husband, get out of the bed with a person that's not our wife. We can snort a line of cocaine. We can smoke weed. We can drink alcohol. We can go to the club and drop it like it's hot, bag that thing up, and then go in the house of God on Sunday like we ain't done nothing wrong. We for weeks and weeks and weeks we judged Joni Lamb for covering up the sexual assault of her granddaughter, and I still scream justice for baby Lamb. I still scream that to this day. But we crucified her, and I was included in it. We went in on her, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. But at the same time, we give a pass to ourselves. Ain't no, in the eyes of God, ain't no difference from Joni Lamb covering up the sexual assault of her granddaughter and us having a one night stand with the piano player or with the bass guitar player or with the choir director or with the deacon or the deaconess. It ain't no difference. Sin is sin in the eyes of God. And I'm not saying this to make it look like I'm better than somebody else, because I am not. My sin is ever before me. I'm constantly asking God every day, Lord, forgive me for my sin, because I'm constantly doing things. I'm constantly doing things that I have to repent for. I'm no better than you. I'm no better than these people to my left. I'm no better. I may not be manipulating thousands of people out of their money, but in the eyes of God, manipulating thousands of people and is no different than you or I manipulating one person, getting over. And we do this and think it's okay because we have been building false kingdoms. We've been building our own kingdom. But God has gotten to the point now where He is destroying and tearing down the walls of these false kingdoms. It used to be you could sow something in the ground and God would have mercy. Before you reap it, you could get it right. But now things are happening so fast now that you sow a bad seed in the ground, guess what? Your harvest coming back like that now. And what's so sad about it is when we sow these bad seeds in the ground, when we talk about people, when we manipulate people, when we do these things, right? We never think that this is and then when the judgment comes, we never view it as a judgment. We never view it as this is the harvest from seeds that I have sown. We always look at it like we are the victims. Tyler Perry wants to play the victim. TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar, Keon Henderson, Rod Parsley, Joni Lamb, Mike Bickle, Bishop O.C. Allen, you and me, always playing the victims, never taking accountability for the things that we do. Do you know that that is one of the reasons that's one of the things that got Adam in trouble? When there is no accountability, when we cannot take accountability for our mess ups, for our sin, then that sin travels down from generation to generation. When we don't address the sin in our life, when we don't take accountability, we give the devil free reign to have our children. and our children's children. And that is why I don't agree with this false message of grace that Brian Corn and different ones preach, because it's a message that gives you puts a spirit of no accountability on us. It makes you think that you can do whatever you want to do and jump back and say, God, forgive me. And it's okay because Jesus died for my sins and I'm covered under grace and I'm all right. You are not all right, because the Bible tells us if we willfully sin after we have come into the knowledge of our salvation, there remaineth no more sacrifice, but a fearful looking to the wrath and indignation of God. We got to get to the point where we know God for ourselves. We don't know him. We don't know him. We don't know him, brothers and sisters. My heart breaks for that. And when I say we, I'm talking about me as well. I don't know him like I should. I don't know him. And I was praying that, I was saying that in my prayer this morning. I was like, God, I don't know you like I should. I don't know you like I'm supposed to. We should know him. Paul said, I want to know him in the power of his resurrection and in the fellowship of his suffering. See, we want the blessings. We want to know him. We want to know him in the good times. We want to know him when the blessings are coming. We want to know him then. But what about in the fellowship of his suffering? What about, will you preach, or will I preach, or will you keep doing your podcast when it ain't popular? Will you keep going on for the Lord when no one is watching you? When no one is on your live streams, when no one's watching your videos, will you continue to keep going on because you want to know him, you love him, you're committed to him, you're committed to the work of the ministry? Will you keep witnessing to the Lord, witnessing about the goodness of God when nobody wants to hear from you? When they tell you, nah, I don't want, here she come, here he come, here come Mr. Holy Roller, here come Miss Holy Roller. That's what they call us. That's what they call us. Because sinners should not be comfortable when we come around. They shouldn't be comfortable. But we've taken down the standards so much because we build in false kingdoms. We've taken down the standards so much to now sinners are comfortable around us. They comfortable around us. It used to be back in the days, man, when people would be banging their music so loud, they get ready to ride past the church, they turn the music down out of respect. When it used to be when you was on your job and they knew you were saved and you walk up to them, they could be smoking a cigarette, they'd be trying to hide it or put it out. They would hide their alcohol, they would hide their beer bottles out of respect, because they looked at you, they looked at me, and they could see the difference. But now there ain't no difference. There ain't no difference. You know what's sad? Corey Holcomb, a comedian, a worldly comedian, could go on his podcast and rebuke Jamal Bryant for going to preach at a LGBTQ church. But yet God's church didn't say nothing to him about it.
Holy, Jesus, rock me, holy Jesus, rock me, holy Jesus, rock me, Jesus, holy, 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 holy.